I am Jeppe and I'm the head of product here at Third. Today I'll walk you through how you get set up and started on the Third platform. The best way to do that is to go to our website, gethelp.com, and then click on the Get Started button. From here you can choose one of our packages. For the sake of this demo, I will get us set up on the growth plan. So first thing that you need to do is to give us your email. So after we have your email, you need to tell us about what brand you want to track and keep an eye on. For the sake of this demo, I will set it up with the Adidas brand. Adidas.com. There we go. Then once we've done that, we need to set up what are the markets that you want to monitor when you're doing your AI search monitoring. In this case, let's set it up with United States in English. And then we will also set it up with Denmark. There we go. Now we have two markets and two languages that we'll be doing the monitoring on. Then what we'll have to do is that we'll have to select what are the competitors that we want to keep track of. So having the competitors in there gives you a good understanding of or a good benchmark to see how you're doing and how you're comparing to the companies that you're competing against. So in this case, I'll set it up Nike, Puma, New Balance, and Reebok. All right. So once you've selected your competitors, you set up your topics. So the topics can be a couple of different things. They're a group of prompts, and the topics can either be product areas. They can also be service areas, or they can also mimic different areas of your customers' buying funnel. In this situation, it's set up with the different product categories that Adidas is competing within. So let's take sneakers, activewear, accessories, and then we will set it up using those three topics. Then, since I've chosen the growth plan, I can select 4 models here. That depends a little bit on the plan that you've chosen. So I want to set it up with ChatGPT, Claude, AI Overview, and Perplexity. So in this case, you can select 4 models. So if you unselect a model, then you get to choose which other models that you want to choose instead of, in this case, AI Overview. So let's press continue. Now we're about to venture into creating the actual prompts that will mimic the customer's actual questions in across the different AI models. In order to do accurate or mimic actual customer behavior, the best way to do that is to give us access to your Google Search Console. That gives us a very accurate indication of what are the purchase intents that your customers are having when they come to your website. So that's an input that we use in the prompt generator algorithm that we have. So if you do connect it to Search Console, it gets better. You can do that in the onboarding, but you can also do it afterwards inside the platform. In this case, I'll just say generate based on your brand and industry. Then we're using all of the information that we've gathered on your brand, your competitors, and your industry while you've been setting up the previous steps. And then we'll be running it through our prompt generator. Continue. That takes a little bit of time. So what we're doing now under the hood is that we're generating real or mimicking real customer prompts for each one of these topics. So see here we have inside sneakers. We have what are the best running shoes for beginners with flat feet? Is Adidas the best choice for professional sneakers? Which sneakers offers the best value for money under $150? So what you can do in here is a couple of different things. Now you can see that we've added prompts inside these three categories, and you can also toggle over and see what are the prompts that we've created for the different markets. You can see how much of your prompt allowance that you spent on the growth plan. You get 300 prompts. Now we set it up with 60, so there's still plenty of prompts to set up. So we could either do that from in here with adding a new topic. We can also ask it to generate more topics or more prompts within this category that we see here, or we can you can say manually add a custom prompt if we want to do that. What we've done also is that we've done the initial categorization of your prompts, because from a marketing perspective, not all prompts are equally important. And our objective here at Third is to help you succeed on improving the visibility and the preferability on the prompts that matter the most for your business. So that's why you can set it here whether these prompts are must-win, core, or foundational. And the must-win, core, and foundational map well to the classic purchase funnel, where the must-wins are the prompts that are bottom of funnel, have high purchase intent, and also are the prompts that are core to your business. Whereas the core and the foundational are more research-based prompts where they might not elicit, an actual brand. If we take here the foundational, like what's the difference between basketball shoes, cross-training shoes? So that's more of a general, broad spectrum or research-based prompt that will not necessarily mention your brand. But it is these are prompts where you want to track, if any of your competitors are answering any of these questions, and you might also want to see if the content that you're creating is showing up on these more sort of broad top of funnel prompts. But now that we've set up the prompts, let's say that we've tweaked it, we've selected the ones that we want to go forward with, then we click continue down here, and then we say, okay, the organizational name is Adidas, Jeppe Hinkel. There we go. And then I set up a password, and then I get a confirmation on what is the plan that I'm on, and then I click done. All right, now that we can see that all of the prompts are being sent to the models, we're getting the responses back. We've now gotten 66 responses back out of the 240. So as you can see, that increases while we're getting the answers. But then we would land here, and then you would see your visibility across the 4 key metrics. So the total visibility, the must-win, the core, the foundational, and you can see how you're comparing against your competitors and across the 4 models that we've chosen. There's a lot more to dig into on the overview, which I'll go through in a different video. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you learned something. Don't forget to browse all the other videos that we've created so you can get up to speed on how to use the Third platform to increase your visibility, your citations, and your preferability in AI. Thank you.